Meteorologist Jackie Layer with a check on the forecast and what people really want to know. What's the forecast going to be when the eclipse is over our area?
Exactly. I know that is the big story of the day, is that solar eclipse. It will be a partial eclipse back here locally, so you will need that eye protection the entire time that you are outside viewing that particular eclipse in the sky. So that will begin at 2:04 p.m. in D.C. and around that time for the surrounding area. Then that max coverage of the moon blocking out the sun, that'll be right around 3:20 in the afternoon, and we're looking at 87.4% of the sun being blocked out by the moon, and then eventually that moon does move out of the way, and that will end at 4:32 in the afternoon in D.C. And like I mentioned, those times are estimated elsewhere around our area, or at least close to that around the area. That solar eclipse forecast, I know a lot of people want to know that as well. We're talking about high temperatures, upper 60s to low 70s. It'll likely be a little bit cooler once we get to that max coverage right around 3:20 in the afternoon, before temperatures bounce back right around 70 once we do see that moon moving out of the way. So what exactly is a solar eclipse? Let's talk about that. That moon is coming in between the Earth and the sun, and that moon will be casting a shadow on the Earth. And where we see that localized shadow, that is that path of totality. And then elsewhere, since we're not in the path of totality, we're just getting clipped by that moon passing in between us and the sun. So again, we have that 90% coverage back over towards western Maryland, parts of West Virginia, back closer towards DC, the I-95 corridor. We're talking about 80 to 90% of the moon blocking out the sun. Satellite and radar showing us out there right now. We're just tracking a few clouds blocking out some of that sunshine out there right now. This warm front lifting in, that'll be allowing for those temperatures to warm up later on today. Currently, we're still holding in the 30s and 40s, upper 40s in DC. We're lower 40s in Hagerstown, just shy of 50 over towards Lexington Park. Now later on today, southerly flow and that warm front will allow those temperatures to warm back up. We're talking about highs right into those lower 70s for much of the area. This is the latest with Futurecast showing us we do see most of the clouds really dissipating by about 2 to 3 p.m. Now there could be that potential for a spot sprinkle back over towards parts of the I-81 corridor. I'm thinking most, if any, of those showers will wind down or even dissipate before they move their way eastbound later on today. But again, we'll see temperatures warming up later on, and eventually overnight tonight, I would say there are a few showers mainly south of 66. 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, a few showers just back out towards some of our western areas, and then eventually tomorrow afternoon will be a little bit warmer than the day today. Talking about those highs back into the mid to upper 70s. Out there today though, upper 60s to low 70s. This is much nicer compared to what we saw last week. If you remember Monday, that was a Nats home opener. We saw the rain, we saw the clouds, and we saw the cooler temperatures. Thankfully, the solar eclipse is on a day like today across the DMV. Highs tomorrow will be back into those middle 70s, so a little bit warmer than the day today, but it looks like tomorrow will be the warmest out of that work week. We do have a series of systems that will be moving their way closer towards our area, providing us with some rain chances too, along with the threat, or I should say, along with those warmer temperatures. So again, rain chances, slightly warmer temperatures through at least Thursday. Still some rain chances early on Friday, but we'll see those temperatures into those middle 60s that day. We'll be drier this weekend and breezy, especially Saturday. A little bit warmer on Sunday with highs in the middle 70s. Should be mid upper 70s with a few showers on Monday. Shanika, how are those roadways this morning?